Warning, cheaters may contain adult themes and strong language. Parents are cautioned that this program may not be suitable for children. Coming up on this episode of Cheaters.
They have an intimate moment together. You need a second?
What is wrong with you?
You do?
I don't need none of my business. Get the out of here.
If you were able to handle your business, maybe we wouldn't be here.
Yo,
Back off.
You want some?
From Cheaters surveillance cameras, you are about to view actual true stories filmed live, documenting the pain of a spouse or lover caused by infidelity. This program is both dedicated to the faithful and presented to the false-hearted to encourage their renewal of temperance and virtue.
You can feel in your heart when something's not right.
No other woman has made me feel the way she does.
I'm lost. I feel like I'm by myself.
I just can't take the lies.
I know this is upsetting. He met the same young lady.
I have to know the truth.
I knew he was a dog, and I'm gonna get him.
Let's make this happen. Get eyes on the suspect. Jason, whoa.
Get out! This is what I think about your music.
You're a whore.
Oh, you gotta tell me.
Man, get the camera out of my face.
Get away from me. I just swear to God, I'll jump. This is like not how this is supposed to work. Just tell me why.
Just remember,
I got it on camera. I'm sorry. I've ruined everything. I'm sorry.
Real reality television is brought to you by Cheaters Detective Agency's Private Eyes on Cheaters.
Greetings, I'm Joey Greco. Thank you for watching Cheaters. Please meet Angelica Angelo, a wife and mother who believes that the changes in her husband's behavior constitutes evidence of infidelity. Ready to end her speculations, Angelica turns to Cheaters for a thorough investigation.
Angelica Angelo, age 31. A fraud investigator convinced that her husband's late nights are a cause for alarm.
When I found out I was pregnant, we were both surprised. We thought it was too soon, but yet we were in a way excited also. He was real happy. He was gonna have a son. It was gonna be his first son. It was gonna be my first child, and we loved each other. He just started falling apart from me, distancing himself away from me. He wasn't as loving as he was in the beginning. And then he wound up in trouble, and he got into trouble, and he ended up in jail. It started falling back down when he was, I had gotten him a job with my brother. He started supposedly working late, and he was never around. He didn't want to come around no more. He wouldn't take us out no more. He didn't want to spend time with me or my son. It was getting very, very hard, for me to be on him all the time. So why be working late? He could never give me a straight answer. I found some letters in the closet. I started reading one by one through them. Some were okay, like pen pal letters, and then the more I started reading, the more I started going through them. They were getting very graphic letters, and she was describing what she wanted to do to him, was when he got out, when they saw each other. If he is cheating, my son's probably gonna be very sad. I think he's gonna be very disappointed. To see him that, we're not gonna be together anymore, that he's gonna have somebody else. That he's his dad's not gonna be around more, it's gonna go back to the same thing as before, where he just gets little visitation rights and that's it. He's gonna be really hurt. And it's gonna hurt me to see him hurt.
If you suspect infidelity in your relationship, Cheaters licensed investigators may be able to provide you assistance. Exercise your right to be informed. Frank Angelo, age 39. An air conditioning technician providing misinformation as to his late night whereabouts. Investigation Day 3. As the investigation begins, Cheaters detectives follow the suspect's pickup truck at the beginning of his evening commute. On this night, however, it becomes clear that the suspect's destination will be far from the home he shares with his wife, Angelica. Upon arrival at an apartment community, suspect Frank Angelo enters one of the residences. Cheaters operatives move on foot to get a closer look. Peering through a window, the detective notices an unknown female acting like a happy homemaker. She brings her hard-working man a cocktail. After a quick kiss and downing the beverage, suspect Angelo and his companion leave the residence and make their way to a small diner not far away. Once settled in, suspect Angelo works his cunning charms on his adoring companion. The pair then surprise the detective by leaving the establishment with a large order to go. Later that evening, mobile units track suspect Angelo back to his companion's apartment complex. The two share an intimate moment by the truck before suspect Angelo's new friend claims the leftovers and retreats into her home. Investigation Day 7. After Angelo gets off work, Cheater's investigators tail him and his familiar truck to the home of his companion. This time, suspect Angelo stops in front of the residence and honks the horn. Several honks later, his companion opens the passenger side door and gets in. The two lovebirds drive to a neighborhood movie rental store. Investigators watch as suspect Angelo and his date, now identified as Pamela Bell, enter the establishment. Cheater's operatives penetrate the store with a tiny camera concealed in a purse to photograph the duo as they select one of the many new releases. Upon leaving, suspect Angelo and companion Bell swing by a drive-thru for some fast food before settling in for the feature presentation. Suspect Angelo makes himself at home. He fiddles with Ms. Bell's DVD player to premiere the movie. After polishing off their value meals, the pair relax on the couch and get quite cozy in the television's warm glow. Investigation Day 10. As Cheater's agents look on, Angelo, with no pretense of going home to his wife and child, once again arrives at the apartment of Miss Bell. After a brief moment indoors, the two get into suspect Angelo's truck to begin the adventurous evening. Suspect Angelo stops by yet another fast food joint. On this occasion, the couple's hunger pangs are such that they pull up in the parking lot and consume their meals in the truck. Meanwhile, suspect Angelo continues to feed Angelica a heap of lies, as evidenced in this recorded phone call.
Hello?
Hey, where you at?
I'm out here with a few friends of mine.
I thought you were gonna be working.
Well, I got off work early and decided to go out and do some things. Why? What's going on?
I was just wondering what time you're gonna go home. You don't spend any time with me and your son.
Man, I just got out of prison. I will be there after I finish having fun.
You've been incarcerated. Wouldn't you want to spend time with your son?
Look, I'll call you. I'll be home, okay? I gotta let you go, okay? So,
All right, then I love you.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
With sufficient evidence of infidelity, Cheater's detectives close the investigation and prepare to disclose the findings to Angelica. Coming up, the confrontation.
With Angelo's secret life with another woman exposed, Cheaters makes haste in contacting Angelica to disclose the facts of the case. With the truth only moments away, Angelica puts up a brave front before reviewing the findings.
Angel, I know it's been quite some time since you first contacted us with concerns about what was going on in your relationship with your husband, Frank. During that time, our investigators have gathered quite a bit of information. Are you ready to find out what our detectives have put together? You gonna be all right? Gonna be okay?
I'll be okay. I want to get this over with.
On this evening, our detectives followed Frank as he left your home. He was followed until he arrived at an apartment complex. He exits his car. Before they do leave, get into his truck and are followed until they arrive at a restaurant. And right there, we see that he is in the company of another young lady. They get in the truck, return to this young lady's home, and before she gets out, he stops. They have an intimate moment together.
You could have just told me.
I certainly understand. Okay. On this evening, Angel, he picks up the same young lady, takes her to a bowling alley. Quite some time later, Frank and his companion leave, and they go back to her place.
What day was this?
This was about a week and a half ago.
Okay. Supposedly he was out of town with his mother. Okay.
But now our detective tried to get a little bit closer so we can have a better idea of what's been taking place. They do retire into another room.
So he betrays me then? He just goes to somebody else after all these years?
Where did he tell you that he was going to be this evening?
Working like always.
We know that earlier this evening, Frank went and picked up the same young lady. So we assume they're still together right now. I'm going to call the detective just to see if I can get an update on what their location is, okay? Yeah. What do you have? They went to her apartment, but now they're in her car. They stopped at a club. We're going to load up. Keep me posted. All right.
So they're together.
Yeah. You ready to go?
Yes.
Come with me. Okay, hang on. This is her detective. Yeah. She's dancing and he's paying the tab? Okay. All right. So we got to move quick. Watch your step, everybody. Stay close. Okay. Stay close together. Right here.
You're gonna go that way?
We're gonna go around this way. Okay, hang on. Yeah. Okay, hey, everyone get in tight. Guys, get in tight. Okay, we can't see, we're going blind. So, yeah, you're my eyes. We hear that they just hit the door? Okay. Everyone be ready. Stand by, everybody. They're about 20 feet from us right now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Lights on.
What's wrong with you?
You doing
this?
Wait a minute, who the are you, huh?
Get the out of here, man.
Yeah, what you put up with you?
If you were so unhappy, why couldn't you just
She
tell
knew
her?
it. She knew all along. I kept writing. I told her the things that were going on in my life. I told her things that changed.
No, you did not. I've got a stack of letters at home telling me all kind of stuff.
She found the letters.
Okay.
I don't need none of my business. Get the out of here.
If you were able to handle your business, maybe we wouldn't be here.
Things, man, you know, things have changed and I've changed. And that's it.
It's that.
Oh, y'all.
You. It
Car.
does.
Yeah. Stay with a
We
skank
did
ass
this,
bitch,
right?
okay? Over. Okay.
Get the out of here. I got something for you, mother.
Ass in the
Back off.
You want some?
stupid ass. Get
Back
your
off.
ass in the car.
Back
Exactly.
off.
Go back to jail then. Go back to jail. See who's gonna be there for the next couple of years for your ass. Don't appreciate a damn thing. This is your what?
Get the out of
No.
here. Get the
What? This is your jail. Jail.
Let him go.
Get away.
Let him go. Let him go.
Watch the water.
Coming up, the conclusion.
Dumbass.
Just stay away.
You okay? You okay?
We're getting near our van.
You all right?
What he's gonna do.
Wait till he gets out of the parking lot and then we can load up. Watch out. Here he comes again. All right, he's just driving away. Do you think that the circumstances, the way they seem to be now, will make it easier for you to go in the direction that you need to?
Yeah. What? So out of nowhere, he told me everything. He didn't want to be like. He feels that I wasn't there for him when I know I was there for him. So I could just go on with my life, take my son with me, and go on.
Whoa. What's that? Oh, great.
It's him.
Is it? What is he? Oh, great. Okay. All right. You know what, guys?
Stay in
Look,
the van. Stay in the van.
stay in the vans. All right, guys. Just find a safe spot. Just find a safe spot. All right, we got a car right ahead of us. All right. Guys, watch out. All right, this is out of control. I'm calling 911. I don't know what's going on. What happened? What happened?
I think he just hit something.
Are you kidding me?
What happened? What happened?
All right, hang on. Back up. You all right? Stay back. Everybody stay back. All right, did you have too much to drink? Were you drinking, Frank?
Frank, are you okay?
All right. You okay? Why don't you get away? Turn off the... Yeah, it's off. Okay, you can leave your phone down there. If you need it, you want to just take a seat?
I should have just told you about my relationship.
If you weren't happy, if you felt like I wasn't there for you, you should have let me know instead of dragging me along all these years with you.
I gotta get out of here. I might have to go to the hospital or something. I hurt my leg.
Listen, we don't want this to turn into something that you know, is going to be unfortunate for everybody. So if you just sit tight for a little bit, we'll have a detective drop you off wherever you need to go. We'll call a tow truck and have your vehicle delivered wherever you need it to. Okay?
Thank you very much.
You know, just people helping people. All right.
After the confrontation, Angelica attempts to pick up the pieces of her broken marriage. At the conclusion of this episode, Cheaters reports on how Angelica fights through this recent demoralization. But next, Cheaters welcomes Jessica Banks. Jessica comes forward to remove the stigma associated with her role in the Usman case. Jessica describes her moment of panic when descended on by the Cheaters crew.
Jessica Banks, age 33. Jessica stops by to offer her recollection of the events surrounding the Jacqueline Usman case.
We was walking towards my car, then the two vans just came out of nowhere, and about 50 people just jumped out the vans, and I was like, what's going on here? And he was like, hurry up, just get in the car. And I was like, why? Like, what is this? What is going on? His wife came out and just smacked him upside his head. That's when I just knew something was wrong. I was like, you know, that he was busted.
Okay, hang on. Nope.
What's going on?
What's
going on?
Somebody to get
You ain't
stuff.
helping no goddamn body. What's going on?
Her to get something.
You're a goddamn lie. Who is this?
She's
Get
my
what?
customer. She's
Get
my...
what? Where the you going? Get what?
I'm not going nowhere.
Get what?
I just left and went home. I told him I don't want to have nothing else to do with this. I told him he could just erase my number out of his phone and don't call me no more. And I know his wife, she was like, well, you can have him. You can have him. And I was like, I don't want him. I mean, I don't want him. And then I just got in my car and I left. I went home, I erased his number on my phone, and I ain't heard from him ever since then.
I ought to blow your ass up. You going home with her? Or you going to the house?
I don't know where she lives.
You going home with her or you going home?
I don't know where she lives.
You going home then? You need to be telling me what's the meaning of this. What's the meaning of this? You need to be telling me.
Please, let me.
No.
What is all this?
Tell me why. What's all this? You tell me what's all this.
I'm sorry, I didn't know nothing about it, that he was married, and he came to me saying that he wasn't married, that he didn't have any kids, and liking me and flirting with me, trying to talk to me, and just say that I apologize. I mean, I don't go around just talking to other people's husbands or and stuff like that, so I just say I apologize.
Since the confrontation, Angelica has decided to leave her home and begin divorce proceedings against her husband. Angelica is convinced that the Frank who came out of prison is not the sweet, gentle man that went in. Frank Angelo swears that he mentioned on more than one occasion that the relationship was over with Angelica, and the only reason he remained was for his child. Frank's longtime confidant and companion, Pamela Bell, believes that Frank should have been honest with her about his marital status. But she's forgiven him and understands his reluctance to come clean.
Now remember, if you don't get your programming from Goldstein's, why, we'll both lose money.